left hands in the dough, fully pot. Sticky fingers, palm looking, the block stay hot. Cyraxx, shadow boxing, swinging at the air, undefeated in delusion. Reality don't care, Jupiter creeping, got the whole crew shook. Predator rhymes, got a band from the book. Josh Block got the hill, bottle in his clutch. Captain of a ship that's been sinking too much. Over Navy rattling, can't step to the throne. Worry top the mic, let them reap what they've sown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by the channel again. We have a couple of updates from the Goblin Records page. Chance has been opining about the fallout of the deposition that he was put through the other night, where he was absolutely wrecked by John John's very professional lawyer. I mean, Cyraxx's lawyer, even though she sounds kind of hot, absolutely could not stand up to the legal knowledge of Cypress. However, the Goblin has a very loose grasp of reality, so he tells the story a little bit differently. So first we're going to watch a clip where he tells his own retelling of the clip that we literally just saw of him getting wrecked, and puts a totally different spin on it. And then we also have an inside look at how Chance spent his night last night, having nowhere near as much fun as we did during our Halloween celebration. So I just want to take a second and say, thank you for everybody who showed up to the Halloween party last night. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. This community has grown to the point that we can have a holiday blowout like that, hit numbers we've never hit before, and infuriate Chance to no end. So I really appreciate every single one of you guys. But now, without any further rambling, let's watch this Goblin be smug and then also cry.
Good morning, everybody. It is 7 a.m. I just got up a little bit ago. I'm about to go grab me some coffee here in a little bit.
Yeah, he's about to have his first Irish coffee. Man, first drink of the day at 7 a.m., Cyraxx. What a degenerate.
But I just wanted to come on here and say that last night was a massive victory for all of us. For me, my friend, and my lawyer.
I just gotta say, I know that he doesn't understand reality to begin with, but was this another universe? Did he see the same video that we saw? There's two things he could be doing here. The first one is that he's actually so delusional that he really does believe that that worked out in his favor, which even I struggle to believe at this point. And then the other is that he knows he got completely wrecked during the deposition. He knows he looked stupid. He knows that he has no way to get anybody locked up. And now he's trying to save face and I guess kind of bluff and say that he won to try to scare people off. I'm really not sure which one he's doing, but to me the outcome of the deposition the other night was so clear that each one seems equally ridiculous.
Because William, John, and Southern did something that you are not allowed to do for a legal court proceeding Zoom call, which is they live streamed it on John's YouTube channel, which is illegal. You are not allowed to do that.
Well, first of all, just from the rip, that's not 100% true. It depends on what state you're in. For example, we covered the Sarah Boone case kind of extensively on this channel, and the reason that so much of her case is public, including all of her virtual court appearances and everything like that, is because Florida has really strong sunshine laws, basically stating that all court proceedings in Florida are a matter of public record. So yeah, you can record it, you can stream it, you can put it wherever you want to put it. Now, I don't know about the sunshine laws in Ohio specifically. I would imagine they're not very good, considering Ohio's laws about predators. But I'm just saying, the blanket statement that you're not allowed to stream a court proceeding is just not true at all. And then also, going even further than that, the fact that he thinks that was a real court proceeding that was illegally streamed, as opposed to thinking it was a stream that a bunch of people pretended was a court proceeding, is exactly why he's in this position in the first place, because he's so gullible, you can actually convince him of that type of thing.
And there more than likely will not be another meeting because me and my friend were doing some talking. Me and my brother Celeste, we were doing some talking. And he agrees that this lawyer is fake as the way he acted was very unprofessional. And the reason why I did what I did was to lure him out. Because I had a hunch this guy was fake as hell.
I completely disagree, Cyraxx. I think Cypress was incredibly professional. I think he kept his composure even when you were raging out and yelling at him and interrupting him all the time. And if anything, I think your lawyer kind of sounded like she didn't know what she was doing. And further than that, I have never seen a plaintiff be so disrespectful to opposing counsel, telling him to shut up and calling him an idiot. So I don't know if Cypress was the unprofessional one, Rax. That just doesn't track to me.
So I called him on his shit. And that's the kind of person that I am. I don't give a shit if we're in the middle of a Zoom call that's official, if it's sanctioned or whatever. I don't care.
Even just listen to that phrase real quick. A Zoom call that's official.
I smell bullshit. I'm going to call it out. Because that's what a decent person does. You call out the bullshit where you see it. And that lawyer is fake. It's the way he acted, how he handled everything. the way he tried to lure me into doing shit and saying shit that I was not going to say.
Isn't it so funny how every time Chance says something bad, he was lured into it, or he was tricked into it, or he was blackmailed into it? He never chose to do. He's constantly doing bad things, but he never chose to do any of them. It's always this convoluted plot to make him look like something that he's not. Makes perfect sense.
That makes him fake as hell. But I can say this, that I won my case. Now my friend just has to win his, which is a no-brainer.
Nobody wins or loses a deposition, Cyraxx. It's part of the information gathering phase. It's basically discovery. You don't win a deposition. Obviously, like, a deposition can go poorly for you, or it can go well for you, but it is the earliest of stages before any legal action actually gets taken. It's pre-court. So this idea that he could have won an entire case because he perceives a deposition to have gone well for him makes literally no sense at all.
I know what people are going to say, oh, like, you didn't win your case. Oh, trust me, I won. And in a major way, too. In a lot more ways than what people realize, which are going to be shown here over the next coming weeks. Because, see, these guys think that their lawyer is real, but really he's not. I studied that video footage from last night, and the way he handled himself, far from professional. A real lawyer does not do what this man did. A real lawyer does not sit there and be like, oh, I need you to say this. Not that. If you're going to sit there and try to get me to say shit to make me look like a criminal, you can go for yourself. I'm not saying shit. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, not what you want me to say.
Yeah, he would never get fooled into saying something really gross or really incriminating. It's not like he ever said this.
Working out the kiddie all day. That's all I'm doing. I will not be cordial with a lawyer like that. I will not do it. Because he is defending criminals. And I do not support that.
That is the job of a defense attorney, Cyraxx. Everyone in this country has the legal right. It's like one of the founding principles of this country that if you're accused of a crime, you get a lawyer to defend you for that crime, even if you can't afford one. Don't you remember when you got read your Miranda rights, Cyraxx? They kind of mentioned that in there? Or were you too busy screaming like this?
Don't scream. Chance! Chance! Get taken care of.
You don't understand!
I understand, Chance.
No, you don't!
Chance, come on.
No, you don't! I have been trying to help me!
Help you, man.
Yeah, I guess it probably would have been hard to hear the police reading you your rights over that sound.
And I will not stand for that. Especially when you sit there on a Zoom meeting in front of me, my best friend, and my lawyer, and the people that we are going against, and act like you're a lawyer when really you're not, and you're acting unprofessional, whether you like it or not. And like I said, I don't follow society's norms. I don't follow the same song and dance bullshit that society follows.
Yeah, by song and dance, he means like the laws that dictate, how can I say this in a YouTube-friendly way? I guess I'll say, you know how you have to be a certain age to buy certain video games? Cyraxx doesn't follow those societal norms, as he calls them, only we're not talking about video games here.
I follow the real road. I follow the shit and the truth that no one wants to hear. And no one in that Zoom meeting outside of me, my lawyer, and my friend wanted to hear that this was fake as hell. No one wanted the real truth. Well, like I said, man, I am a revolutionary person. And in order to make shit revolutionized, sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs and do shit that normally wouldn't be done in a courtroom or anything.
He is a revolutionary person. He's a regular Che Guevara over here.
Like I said, I am single-handed. Like I said at the beginning of this year, I am single-handedly going to bring down the troll community, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm bringing the troll community down so that I can live a normal life and hang with my boys and my friends and my family, and me and my brother can do our jobs as music artists and release music.
Yeah, Chance, the only thing you've ever done single-handedly is get the bus stop moved on your block.
And we can do our shit without being interrupted, without being stolen from, and we can live a normal life for the first time in 6 years. So therefore, to that lawyer, you're a fake-ass lawyer, and the way you acted last night showed that you're fake. Anybody can fake paperwork, baby boy. Anybody can file fake paperwork, son. Anybody can file fake paperwork.
I don't know, Cyraxx. If the paperwork was fake, then how did it get John out of prison? Fake paperwork can't get someone out of real prison. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, hell, take a look at John. He sent a fake ass letter from Nintendo pretending to be them. And guess what? I contacted them personally and let them know what the f***'s up. So yeah, you ain't as innocent as you think, homeboy. So yeah, I'm gonna call you on your shit. I don't give a who's around. If I get the sneaking suspicion that you're being fake as hell, I'm gonna call you out on it. Because nobody else is doing it, so I guess I gotta do it. And like I said, the shit you did last night was far from professional. The shit you did was garbage. And let me tell you right now, there ain't gonna be a court date. There ain't gonna be a court date. You might think there will be, but there won't. Matter of fact, there might not even be another meeting after I sent my lawyer all the evidence about how you sat there knowingly in the live stream, knowing that it was being live streamed, knowing that Zoom call was being live streamed. I don't even think there's going to even need to be a second meeting. Because guess what? That's going to be jail time for all you.
Yeah, that's totally how the law works. Sometimes, like midway through a case, they're just like, ooh, today went so bad for one side. We're just going to rule in favor of the other side. Let's just not even waste any more time. It's really the law in the United States is very much a vibes-based process, you know?
Especially you, John. You sitting there live streaming that shit on your channel, that's illegal. But then again, I forgot that you just don't give a I forgot. You just don't care. And the fact that your lawyer tried to bring up my past against me, no. You don't get to do that shit.
Yeah, the last thing you're ever allowed to do in any type of legal proceeding where people are accusing each other of things is bring up the past. You actually can only talk about things from the moment, like, the judge bangs the gavel and says court is in session, and then you can only talk about things that happened from that moment forward. That makes perfect sense.
A real lawyer does not bring up somebody's past unless it's directly relevant to the case. And my past is not relevant to the case. What you guys did to me is what's relevant to the case. Not my past, your past. Therefore, you do not have the right to bring up my past. But me, I have every right to bring up your past all I want.
So do you see the dichotomy that he sets up there of, I can bring up your past whenever I want. You're not allowed to bring up mine, though, because I say so. The amazing thing is, you can see in his eyes and you can hear in his voice that he really believes this. Like, he's not just saying this because it's what benefits him. He convinces himself of this stuff first. I think that's a lot of what these live streams are, is because he doesn't get viewership. He doesn't really get anybody in chat. You know, it's mostly just archive channels sitting there recording it so that we can all watch it and make fun of it later. I actually think that's the point of these sessions. It's like when your therapist tells you that you should, like, write a letter to someone to, like, get your feelings out, but you don't have to actually give them the letter. The point of writing the letter is just for you to, like, put it on paper. He does that with the troll community, quote unquote. He's recording this stuff not actually because he cares if we hear it or if we believe it, but because there are new delusions that he needs to convince himself of, and the way for him to do that is to yell it into a camera that no one's watching, alone in his attic. Sorry, Sally's attic. Sorry, Karen's attic. Sorry, soon to be the state of Ohio's attic.
All the shit you guys have done to me, all the trauma you guys have caused me, the fact that because of you guys, I now suffer from PTSD, I suffer from depression, anxiety, panic attacks.
Oh yeah, we've seen the side effects of those ones up here in Cyraxx before. They're very serious. Let's look.
You see what you're doing to me now, Marty? Every day you make me want to do this, and I'm sick of it. Anxiety attacks. I'm constantly in fight or flight mode all the time.
I'm sure that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you consume exclusively caffeine and alcohol.
Even when I go to sleep, I sleep very lightly because I don't know if something's going to pop off or not.
Cyraxx, you fell asleep for 20 minutes on a live stream and didn't wake up until your phone rang.
Therefore, John, William, if I was you, I'd tell your lawyer to stop pretending because we know he's fake. We know this. And last night proved it. So if you really think for 1 minute that there's going to be another meeting, I highly doubt it. And if you guys think that I'm going to jail for my past, I ain't going to jail. You know what I'm going to be doing when this is all said and done? I'm going to be living my life in peace, baby. I'm going back to the way that I used to be, being who I used to be, and being how I need to be. I'm not going to be sitting here doing the same song and dance bullshit that I've been forced to do over the last 6 goddamn years. And if anybody has a problem with me protecting my peace and doing what I need to do to protect my peace, here's all I have to say to you. I don't give a what the troll community thinks of me because I'm not part of that community.
Yeah, no, Cyraxx, you're not part of it. You're the subject of it. You saying you're not part of the troll community is like a bear in captivity saying, I'm not a part of the zookeeper community. Yeah, we know you're not part of the zookeeper community. No one ever said that you were. We're all on the outside of the glass looking in, and you're the thing in the enclosure. That's the point. And just like the bear at the zoo, like, we can all go home at night to our families after our shift is over and have a nice dinner and talk about our day. And then we can even take a Tuesday off if we want to. We can walk away from the zookeeper community. We can retire if we want to. We can join another line of work. The bear can't walk away. The bear doesn't get to do that. The bear is in the enclosure.
I walked away from that shit a while ago, and last night just sealed the win for me and my brother. Last night just sealed a freaking victory and marked a very significant time in YouTube history because it marked the downfall of the troll community for good. It marked the downfall of Marty, William, Southern, and everyone. It marked the end of the troll era and the beginning of the Cyraxx Nation era once again. It solidified me as innocent.
How did a deposition that was supposed to be about a crime that you claimed John committed prove you innocent? He doesn't even understand that during a trial, there is the side that is accusing the other side of something, and then there's the defense. He doesn't even understand that he is supposed to be the one bringing the suit against John. I think that in his mind, everyone who is involved in a trial is a defendant, and any of them could end up in prison or facing penalties or something like that if the trial goes a certain way. Like, he doesn't understand that even if this was real, it would be a civil suit that he was bringing against John. There is no declaration of innocence of anything for him. He's not the one on trial.
I did not send any weapons. I did not send any guns. Therefore, I am in the clear. While yes, I have done shit that I am not proud of in the past to put a stop to it due to Akron's failure to do their job against these people, I did what I had to do because I had no choice. Am I proud of it? No. But I did what I had to do. Whether it was me pulling out my or doing what I did to get Marty and them shut down by. Am I proud of what I did? No. Do I regret it? Am I proud of what I did? No. Do I regret what I did though? No, I don't regret it. Because I did what I had to do. I was in survival mode.
So he's probably one of the most unintelligent ones that I've ever seen, which kind of sets him apart from the other examples that I'm going to give here. But I know a lot of you guys are like me and you watch a lot of true crime content outside of the Lolcow stuff. And with a lot of true crime, you'll see interrogations involving like actual criminal narcissists. And one of the marks of a narcissist, right, is that when they should clearly lie, in a lot of situations where they should lie, and anyone with a brain would say, no, of course I never did that, and then they would hope that they just didn't get caught. A narcissist won't do that. They're so locked in on the idea that they actually are right and their actions are justified because they can't comprehend the idea that they would do something wrong, that they don't think they need to lie to try to get out of stuff. They think they just need to convince you of what in their mind is the truth, which is that what they did is actually fine because they always had a good reason for it. You see Sarah Boone do this. It comes up in tons of interrogations where you're almost sitting there thinking to yourself, oh my God, why would they just openly admit to doing that thing? That seems insane. It seems like even if you did do it, you'd want to lie. But it's like, no, they're so convinced that they are actually morally correct, even if their actions were completely reprehensible, that they'll admit to doing them as long as they get a chance to follow it up with, but I only did it because this person made me. I only did it because Akron PD failed. I only did it because Marty drove me to the brink of insanity. And this is just Chance's narcissism on full display. I mean, he just admitted to whipping out his goblin, and somehow he thinks that if he can give enough context to the situation, people will take his side about that.
And I don't give a f if you like it or don't like it. You push somebody too far, they're going to do shit that they don't normally say or do. And when you don't get help from the right people, you're going to take matters into your own hands, and you're going to do shit that you would normally not do out of desperation.
Yeah, I almost understand what you're saying there, Chance. Like, I could see if somebody's harassing you in public over and over and over again, and the police won't do anything about it, maybe you would eventually fight them, right? Or if you were pushed to the brink of starvation, maybe eventually, even if you were never a thief before, maybe eventually you would steal from a store. Like, I can understand justifying things that normally you'd never do them, but in a crazy situation you might. Not like taking off my pants, though. I can't imagine being on a stream and getting so stressed out that I just had to whip my goblin out. That doesn't really make sense. I can't imagine being so stressed out during an argument that instead of yelling normal insults, I start hurling every racial slur in the book that I can think of in, like, the most disgusting way. That doesn't really seem like Donner Party push to the brink behavior to me.
So me, my lawyer, and my friend, we survived that ambush. So sit and rotate, John. We survived your ambush. Oh, and John, if you think you're gonna be free for much longer, you're not. You're not gonna be free for much longer. None of you guys are. And guess what? Those charges that you got cleared of are gonna be brought back up. And you will be rearrested for that and the shit that you did last night by live streaming a legal court proceeding on a Zoom call for content. Like I said, I might not be a lawyer, but I've been through the legal system enough to know how the shit works and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. I know how to handle shit. Well, yes, I might have a lawyer to handle the hard stuff for me, which I'm very appreciative of, but I'm not stupid. I know how shit works. And what that lawyer did was called ambushing and manipulation. And to be honest, I don't think I'm a real lawyer. I really don't, and neither does my friend. Because of the way he acted, it was too trollish. Therefore, all four of you are going to be looking at very significant prison time for what you've done. What you guys did last night was nothing short of handing me and my friend and my lawyer a pure ass win and a way out. So therefore, as of October 30th at 7:15 a.m., patrol community leaders known as William Gloryhole, John, and Southern Harlot are done. Their fall has arrived. Their collapse has already happened as of last night, which means the Cyraxx Nation can finally build again and rise again, and I can go about my life, and I can do things that I used to do without being in alert of fear, without being scared. I can go about living my life again and doing things that I used to do, things that made me happy, things that I enjoyed, things that I had fun doing. So to John's lawyer, or I should say the fake lawyer, sit and rotate. You ain't even a real lawyer, and last night just proved that even more. That literally proved that 1,000%. So yeah, you're screwed, buddy. You are completely screwed. And to all the real supporters out there, man, I want to say thank you guys for showing the love and support that y'all have over these last 6 years, man. It means the world to me, bro. It means the world to me, my family, my friends, my brother Bloodbath. It means the world to all of us, man. The fact that the troll community is finally done and I can finally be free of all of this.
I know I've made this analogy a million times now, but he's just Michael Scott walking into the office and saying, I declare bankruptcy. Like, what tangibly makes the troll community done? Because he said it. That's all.
And I can get back to a normal life. Man, you don't know how good that feels. You have no idea how good that feels to know that your boy's getting back to a normal life and I'm doing things that I should have been doing all these years. Which means brand new content, brand new gameplay footage, brand new music, all new music videos, whole new content, baby. We about to get it.
35-year-old man, by the way. 35-year-old man alone in Granny's attic talking about making music and we about to get it. I don't know, like, I guess it probably depends on where you're from. In Philly, there's always at least one kid in every school who's like very seriously believes he's going to be a SoundCloud rapper, and they always sound like this. Like they're sitting at the lunch table like your sophomore year of high school with like one foot up on the stool with one of their little friends recording them. Just be like, yeah, big things coming. We about to get it. And it's like, put the fries in the bag. Jeremy, I'm not scanning that QR code. Not going to do it. And that's embarrassing enough when you're like 15 years old, but this guy is 20 years past that. He is bald and decrepit, 35 in Granny's attic, and he is still doing the same. Oh, big things coming, new content coming.
And let it be known that 2026 and the end of 2025 is the years of the rise of my community once again. And the Cyraxx Nation lives again. We rise again. And I get to build the community that I've always dreamed of. I get to hang out with my friends. I get to have a good time. And I get to do things that I love with my life. I get to actually live my life again as a normal person. And if anybody wants to try to freaking step on my piece, well, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. Because you squashing my piece is gonna be counteracted immediately. So, therefore, you ain't interrupting my piece.
It's literally never been counteracted. Cyraxx has never been able to meaningfully impact the life of anyone who has ever bothered him. The best he can ever do is try to get a strike on people's channel, which 99% of the time get overturned anyway, because the video didn't even do the thing that he was accusing the video of having done. Like, what he doesn't understand is that when William or John or Southern Harlots sign off at the end of those calls, they don't sit around at night making live streams about it, crying to their grandma about the events of the call. They just go back to their normal life. They go to work, they hang out with their families, they engage in their hobbies. The only person that this is a 24 endeavor for is you, Cyraxx.
Or my livelihood ever again. Therefore, to John, William, Southern, and that fake-ass lawyer, have fun in prison because that's where you're going to end up, especially after last night. Your guys' reign of terror is over. Your harassment, it's done. It's over. And I don't need to go to jail to pay for the shit that I did because I've already paid with my life over the last 6 years. I've paid my dues. Now, it's time for you to pay yours. I've already paid with my life for the last 6 years of torment. The hell that I've been through. The hell that you guys have caused me. I have paid for every second of that shit. 10 times over, I have paid for that shit. Therefore, I'm in the clear. I've served my time. Now it's time for you to serve yours. And trust me, that time is going to be coming sooner than you think. So good luck. And like I said, do I feel bad about what I did? And did I like what I did? No, I don't like what I did. But do I feel bad or remorseful for what I've done? No, because I am the kind of person that will do whatever it takes. I will protect my family. If it meant keeping my family safe, I will gladly do it all over again to protect my family and my loved ones. I will do whatever I need to do to protect my family, just like any normal person would. And guess what? All those years of fighting, all those years of me telling y'all that y'all are going to get in serious trouble, well, guess what? It's finally happened, and you guys will be getting in trouble. And so will your fake-ass lawyer.
That's also a hilarious way for a 35-year-old to try to stand up for himself. This time, you're going to get in trouble. Here's the thing. If you're threatening that other people are going to get in trouble from an authority figure, all you're saying is that you're weak and you have no power to actually defend yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody threatened you in a bar and you said, you better back up before I mess you up, you're showing that you at least feel confident that you could defend yourself. If somebody comes up to you and starts messing with you at a bar and you go, you better be careful because there's cops over there. I saw the bouncer on the way in. He's really big. It's like, yeah, okay, so you're kind of proving their point that you're a complete wimp and you need to rely on other people and authority figures to defend you because you can't do it yourself. And that's all I hear every time. Like, Cyraxx is never like, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. He's always like, the federal government and the legal system and the police and my lawyer. Like, all these other people are going to do stuff to you. And it just, that subtle little difference there kind of cracks me up.
Or filing false paperwork and doing all the kind of shit that he did last night. Oh, yeah, he's 100%. So, therefore, the case is over and your boy has won. And so is my friend, by the way. By the way, shout out to my brother Celeste. What's good, brother, mate? Therefore, the troll community is done. And I can finally move on with my life. And the first one, my friends, my family, and my people. The minute that I'm able to go live back on Facebook, your boy's celebrating, baby.
Amazing that he can't even have his little fake celebration properly because among the hundreds of losses that have been handed his way the last couple of weeks, he's also banned from Facebook for a week, which, by the way, it was John that did that, so that's hysterical.
Celebrating with my friends and my people, man. And I might throw a celebration party on here, too. Who knows? Don't know yet. Haven't decided yet. But it's game over for the trolls. It's done for them. They're gone. They're done. They're finished. So to all y'all little think that, like, oh, We're never gonna go away, blah, blah, blah. So what? I'll just ignore you. Y'all go away eventually.
In 10 years, you have not ever been able to ignore the trolls successfully. One time, Schmeckelcat bet Chance $100 that he couldn't not rage out for a week. And all Chance really had to do was not go online for a week and he would have won. And instead, like 5 hours into the bet, Chance got on a live panel and they were able to goad him into raging out almost immediately. He has no capacity to ignore us ever.
Y'all might not, you might say now you will, but in 10 years' time, y'all be gone doing something else. And I'll be out here living my best life. So starting in today, I will be making a separate channel strictly for my fans, my real fans, not the fake ones. I will be making a brand new channel strictly for my real fans, which I'll be getting all that set up today, and I'll be posting content at a much later date.
At this point, Cyraxx trying to make a new channel so that he can stream to only his real fans and not his quote-unquote fake fans or the trolls or anything like that. That's like thinking that you can get out of having bed bugs by bringing a new mattress into a house that already has bed bugs. You know, like you take a clean mattress and you bring it into the dirty house and it's like, well, now I won't have bed bugs anymore because I'll just sleep on the clean mattress. And it's like, yeah, that's not how it works. If you bring another mattress in, you're just going to bring all the bed bugs over to that mattress, Chance. I'm with the bed bug analogy, I'm really trying to put this in terms that you'll understand, but I just can't imagine it's going to work.
But on there, I will be doing stuff like vocal covers, guitar covers, gameplay, animated film work, you name it. So yeah, your boy gets to start over on a brand new life. Oh, and to William and the Trolls, just remember this next time before you go with somebody. Next time, don't underestimate your opponent. Do not underestimate your opponent. And that's exactly what you guys did with me. You underestimated me. And by the way, shout out to Tophiachu for taking action, girl. I'm hella proud of you, Tophia.
This cracked me up beyond belief the first time that I heard him say this. I did not have on my bingo card for Halloween or for 2025 or for life in general, Cyraxx ever saying, shout out to Tophiachu. I did not see the Cyraxx Chu arc coming. I did not think we were going to get Tophia Wilkins. I'm going to jump back so you guys can hear it again in a second. But how absolutely baffling is that? The woman who cries, "You're being racist," about everyone all day, all the time. And Chance Wilkins is a match made in hell.
What you guys did with me. You underestimated me. And by the way, shout out to Tophiachu for taking action, girl. I'm hella proud of you, Tophia. You fell, girl. You kicked ass.
Also, if anyone knows, please enlighten me what action Tophiachu took that he's praising here, because the only thing I've seen from her recently is her having panic attacks about how her food stamps are about to be cut off in a couple of days, and it's all because of racism and because of Trump. They're gonna take away my free food. I'm a burden on the taxpayer. It's my right. Yeah, so I have no idea what he's praising her for, but that is absolutely hilarious, dude. What an allyship to have. I would love to see her go toe-to-toe with Sally for the heart of Chance Wilkins, fighting for dominion over the attic.
And shout out to any victim of the trolls out there taking action and doing what they need to do, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. And you want to know what the first thing I'm doing once I get my money up? First thing I'm doing is starting an organization to help people like myself, Tophiachu, and other victims of the troll community. I'm going to be giving the resources that they need to be able to help those people. And while I'm doing that, on the side, your boy's going to be going back to his roots and helping out different organizations that I used to help in the past. I'm going to be re-linking up with some nonprofit organizations that are very close to my heart and very near and dear to my family that we're going to be working alongside again, which I'm super excited for, by the way. So yes, there will be promotional videos for those organizations from time to time, which I'm super excited for. I can't wait. And who knows? Your boy may even end up going on some local missions to help those organizations.
You know, there's a saying in contracting, you'll hear a lot of professional cleaners and builders, landscapers, carpenters will say, under-promise and over-deliver. You know, it's a good way to keep the customer happy. You go into it telling the customer, you know, if they show you the rugs in their house are like absolutely disgusting, and you're one of those professional rug cleaning services, you want to tell them like, oh, these are pretty bad, I'm going to see what I can do, but let's manage our expectations. And then you do the best job you can. You absolutely kick ass. And then even if the rugs aren't in like perfect condition when the customer comes back and they see them, You've now over-delivered. It definitely looks better than they probably would have expected for it to look. Chance does the absolute opposite of that in every endeavor of his life. Realistically, if he really put his nose to the grindstone, he could probably at this point, with the health that he's in, the level of skill that he has, his lack of focus, all the problems that he has, he might be able to get like one song out in a week and it would probably suck. But instead of saying like, oh, I'm going to try to release the song by the end of the week, he's like, look, we're doing songs, we're doing movies, we're doing animations, we're going to do a card game, we're going to do promotional videos for nonprofits, the clothing line is coming back. Like, he just overpromises everything, and then you get absolutely nothing.
So your boy gets to go back to his roots, the fans get to see the real me once again, and I could throw this whole persona that the trolls made me into in the garbage once and for all, which means it's game over for the me that the trolls made, and welcome in the old me that I used to be before all this, man. And trust me, I cannot wait to get back to that.
Well, he thinks he won. Like I said, I don't know if he watched some interdimensional cable version of the live stream that we all saw. That's not what I took away from it. But maybe the way that, like, shrimp can see colors that we can't perceive. Maybe goblins can hear sounds that we can't hear. Maybe he has an understanding of the law beyond what I do, and he could just see some slip-ups that I didn't perceive. But for now, we'll just have to take his word for it, man. We lost. But he put out another clip late last night that we need to take a look at, where he wanted to update us on some more new court-related information, wanted to give us some legal updates, and also show us his quote-unquote Halloween party. So let's go.
Good morning, everyone. I know it's early. I just got up a little bit ago, but I wanted to get this out of the way before I get my day started.
Before I get my day started of drinking spiked coffee, gooning, not showering, and irritating my grandmother.
I know everybody's wondering, like, what's going to happen with that supposed Halloween party that they're supposed to have out here tonight, and it's not going to happen. I am making sure and taking the proper steps to make sure that these people cannot be around here, and if they do come around here, they will more than likely be arrested, which they're probably going to get arrested anyways, given the situation and what is currently going on.
I love the idea that I have taken the steps to make sure this can't happen. Probably just means he called Akron PD like 40 times and said, there's going to be people outside my house on Halloween. They're going to be wearing costumes and trying to scare me. To which the police were probably like, yeah, it's Halloween. We know what Halloween is, Chance.
I did win my case. So that's good. I won my case. I have one more hearing here in a few weeks on the 6th, which I'm very nervous about, but also very excited about. But I have a great team behind me. I have an amazing, amazing lawyer. Shout out to my lawyer, Laura. Thank you. I appreciate you. But me and my team are working very hard to bring an end to these trolls. And let me tell you, it's not been easy. It's been very difficult. It's been very, very hard, actually. But we're doing what we can. Me and my people are doing everything that we can to go after these people and shut them down. So, yeah. So, like I said, just wanted to give you all an update on what's going on. Everything's still going good. Don't really have much else to say other than that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I won my case. They will be facing charges. When, I don't know. That is still to be determined, but my lawyer did say they will be facing charges. And the rest of the troll community will be brought down with them. I actually had a long conversation with her, and the charges are going to stick to not only the trolls that have harassed me and my friends and family, but also the troll community, and every video that they have made on me is going to be getting removed.
You know, in a post-Chris Chan world, with everything that happened with him, you would think that people would just understand at this point, on a fundamental level, that once stuff about you is on the internet, there is no getting rid of it. Even things that, like, the government actually wants to remove from the internet, like the stuff, Chance, that you probably have in, like, a 2 terabyte hard drive hidden in your closet behind the bedbug jug, that type of stuff, even that type of stuff, they have an incredibly difficult time removing from the internet because the internet is just so infinite that it's all just out there. So his idea that after this deposition, this one Zoom deposition, there could be some type of a RICO case where, like, everyone who's ever said a bad word about Cyraxx gets their channel and their videos and everything about him removed makes absolutely no sense. I don't even think he knows the number of channels that are out there. That, like, there are hundreds upon hundreds of channels out there that only have like 50 subscribers and like 5 videos, but it's just 5 random old Cyraxx live streams that they wanted to put out there. I stumble across them looking for certain clips of him all the time. There would be literally no way to wipe the slate clean of all of the things about him on the internet. No way.
And shut down. And all the content that I made will be being returned to me immediately. Every video I've ever made will be being returned to me personally, and I will be re-uploading a lot of old videos, but also some new ones as well. For those that did not get to, see some of my older videos because they were stolen, I will be re-uploading those videos, which I'm super excited about, because for the real fans out there that actually enjoy my content, I will be taking and re-uploading the old content that you guys did not get to see, including AMVs and covers and stuff like that, which I'm
Oh, he's going to be making anime music videos again, doing the old Earl Doobie. That always goes well for these people.
super excited about. There will be gameplay footage being re-uploaded. So yeah, I also will be doing some new stuff as well. I know people are wondering, well, how are you going to do that? Well, because I won my case, I have been blessed with the opportunity to purchase a brand new setup, which I will be doing like right away as soon as I get what I'm owed.
Always count his chickens before he's hatched. Once again, I don't know if he actually watched the same video as us, but they said that John was going to be getting $1,400 in restitution for the cops attacking him. So I don't know why Chance thinks he's getting any money.
I'm not saying how much, but I will be getting paid, and I will be getting a brand new setup, which means for those of you that have been wanting the Forza content, that have been wanting to see me do more drifting, rally events, drift events, more street racing events, drag racing events, Fortnite content, all that fun stuff, I will be bringing that back very soon within the next coming months. I'm actually very excited for that, honestly.
Fortnite content. Let's see if we can get him and Nova to do duos. But there's a lot of kids that play Fortnite, so maybe we can put him in like a private offline game,
William and his people, like John and Southern Harley, will be facing charges for damages and other things that they have done to me. John especially is facing massive charges right now, especially after he live streamed a court proceeding, which is a major violation. I don't know all the details. I'm only giving you guys what I'm allowed to give you, which is that I am getting a payout, I am getting a new setup, and that William and his guys are getting shut down. And I will be allowed to take all my content that was stolen from me. I will be able to take that content back and do what I need to do as a content creator, as a music artist, and I'll be able to finally live my life happily in peace. So for those of you that have been wanting the Fortnite content, the music covers, brand new music, brand new merchandise, all that stuff, you guys will be getting that here in the very near future. I don't know when yet. I'm not sure when. But just know that the next couple months are going to be huge. I will be doing what I need to do as far as, everything goes. For those
I just want to chime in really quickly and say, I always think it's so interesting that he limits, like, oh, my content is only so boring and so bad because I don't have a better setup or I don't have a better computer or something like that. You can get into content creating with next to nothing. And then if you do well, you can eventually improve your equipment over time. But when I started this channel, I was using the HP Pavilion laptop from like 2015 that I do my schoolwork on, or that I did my schoolwork on. And the microphone that I was using was the headset to my PlayStation, which is why it had this ridiculous popping all the time. And I was only using like the free version of CapCut and the free version of Streamlabs to stream, edit, record, everything like that. And I don't think it was until a couple of months ago when I moved to Texas, I think we were at like 7,000 subs or something like that, that I actually was like, okay, I've been doing this for long enough now and I enjoy doing it enough. It's probably time for me to get like a real HyperX headset and an actual computer, like really set up a little desk in an area to stream. I can't just be streaming like sitting in bed on my laptop anymore. But by that point, we had thousands of subscribers, we got monetized, we were having these big parties on stream. I was collaborating with other content creators. Like, you do not need good equipment to make content. You do not need good equipment to build a following. So his excuse that the only reason he hasn't been able to do X, Y, and Z is because, oh, he just needs that brand new PC setup. It just doesn't make any sense. A poor workman blames his tools, Cyraxx.
Those that actually enjoyed my clothing line, for those that actually wanted me to promote the Hollow Hearts apparel clothing line, I am bringing that back. I am doing brand new merch. I am launching a Shadow Kai specific clothing line. I am going to be releasing a limited run for that for the time being. That's going to be a limited run. But I will be doing a Shadow Kai line under the Hollow Hearts apparel clothing brand. I will be releasing some merchandise under that. I will be rebranding and re-upping everything. I am starting a brand new label with my brothers, which I'm super excited for. I am starting a brand new label with my brothers, Bloodbath and Old 45, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait because I get to drop some brand new music for you guys. We will be doing stuff that not many people have done before in the world of music. We are going to be breaking new grounds, doing new stuff that nobody's ever really done before, which I'm super stoked about. I'm super excited about. So there is that. And yeah, I can't wait for the future, man. I do have a dark artistry art line that I've been working on.
Oh my god, every time he says things are dark or evil or twisted or whatever, it just reminds me of those people who used to wear the Joker t-shirts from Hot Topic in like 2012. Just tell me how much you like Taxi Driver, Cyraxx. Just tell me that you watched Fight Club and you took the wrong message away from it, bud. Could you be any more clear about how much of a cringe incel you are?
For like the last several months. I will be doing a print run of that in the near future as well. And yeah, I cannot wait for the future, man. I'm excited to finally have my normal life back. The proper people are going to be getting charged pretty much immediately. Like I said, I have my final hearing on the 6th, and they will be charged. The judge already knows that I am the victim and that my best friend Bloodbath is a victim as well.
I love how he's just lying through his teeth, which isn't hard because they're so far apart, because there's no judge. It's all fake, so there's no judge. But he's claiming that he talked to a fictional judge that he doesn't even know isn't real.
For those that think that we are going to get arrested, we are not. The judge has already been informed about what's going on, and so is the prosecutor. And the people that will be getting charged are William Gloryhole, John, and Southern Harlot.
What prosecutor? It's a civil suit. There's no prosecutor. There's Laura and there's Cypress.
And potentially N-Word Boy because of his involvement as well. But the troll community is going to be getting shut down within the next few months after the hearing on the 6th. I do know that. So, yeah, I could start over on a brand new life, brand new content. I get to do things that I used to do. And I know those of you wondering that actually enjoy my film work. Am I going to be doing any films? Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing both. I'm going to attempt to do a Darkness 2. I don't know how that's going to play out yet, but I am going to do a Darkness 2 film, as well as some animated films that I've been wanting to work on, which I'm super excited for the animated films, because these are, the current animated film I've been working on is going to be a surprise.
I hope it's the other 80% of that gorilla alien movie he was trying to make. That looked like it was going to be high artistry right there. I think A24 is going to be putting that out, right?
This is one that I've been working on for like the last 4 months, which I'm very excited about. So there is that. And yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited because I get to live my life again in peace. I get to do things that I used to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I still will be leaving the house with protection on me. I am going to still have protection on hand, but I will be getting out, doing photography again, having a good time, having fun, and living my life, dude. Like, I cannot wait to post on Facebook again. I can't wait to, do photography again. I can't wait to do in-game photography again. I just have fun, dude. Like, I literally cannot wait. Like, I am super stoked. I am super excited. I finally get to live my life in peace after 6 years. But like I said, I know you guys are wanting like all the details, but I cannot give you all the details because one, I'm not allowed, and two, I don't really know that much myself. So even if I did know a lot, I still wouldn't be allowed to tell you guys because it's private. It's, under court order that I don't say very much. But I did talk with my lawyer and the judge, and what I told you guys so far is what I am allowed to tell you, which is that I am getting a payout for damages, for not only property damages, but trauma, emotional damages, and basically all the damages that go along with what I've been through. I'm getting a payout for that. So I will be getting a new setup. I will be doing content again here within the next few months or so. Yeah. With that being said, I love you guys, and this has been your update here. I will catch you guys at a later day whenever I have more updated stuff going on, and I will catch you guys later.
God, I hate the mouth clicking. But unlike him, when I say, but anyways, I love you guys, there's actually people here for me to mean it to, so love you guys, best community, happy Halloween. I hope you guys have a great night tonight, and I will be back on Monday so we can hit some very new, very official, very federal courtroom updates and talk about any other nonsense that happens over the rest of this weekend. I will be back on Saturday to cover some more very real, very legitimate, very federal courtroom updates and any other chance shenanigans that might happen tonight since apparently it might be going down at his house. So I guess we'll see what happens. We'll cross our fingers that it's funny. And until next time, you guys know the drill. Stay indoors, stay away from the goblin, and have a good one.